The Zone at 91.3 presents The B-Side.
Dan Gunn, man. Don't whisper. Say hello. Nobody can hear you.
Hey, Dylan, what's going on?
There he is.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Jason. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Awesome.
What's happening, dude? What's on the B-side today?
We're going to talk about Accio Rides. So we've talked about Accio before, right? Accio, I think, if I remember right.
Have we? I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a word you just made up.
I think it's related to a Harry Potter spell, like axiom or something like that. The Accio,
Oh, okay.
It means like to summon.
Okay.
And so they have this thing, and I've used it. I don't know if you've ever been with me, but Accio, the first company, they'll deliver anything to anyone, anywhere in Victoria.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
right. So
we have used this.
Yeah.
I totally remember that.
I've every time I use it, it's for some sort of debauchery, like legal debauchery. But like, hey, they don't have milk at the Copper Owl, and I want a White Russian. Well, I text Accio. I text Accio, and what do you know? 15 minutes later, there's milk at the Copper Owl.
Yeah, you realize the reason they don't serve White Russians typically at most places is because it's the nastiest drink ever.
Yeah, well, I wanted one, and I Accio'd it up.
Right.
And so the people behind that, Tamara and Mike, they were with Forkjoy before that. Serial entrepreneurs, trying stuff, putting things out there. And I just heard about this yesterday. They're going to do Accio Rides. So Accio is spelled ACCIO, rides.com. And it's Uber, but a local solution. So they're going to create a ride-sharing service where you can pull up their app. They've got screenshots of what the app's going to look like. Pull it up, be like, I need a ride somewhere, hit the button, Accio Ride driver, boom, picks you up, takes you where you're going, no tipping, goes right through your phone. So basically the Uber business model, but made by a local company. They have to wait for some regulation stuff to sort itself out in BC. Edmonton did just recently approve Uber, first Canadian city to legally approve Uber.
Montreal's right on the cusp.
It's inevitable. I understand incumbent industries feeling threatened by change. That happens. The guy who bought the last 800 horse and buggies was a little pissed when the car came along.
Yeah, at Derek Ford or whatever his name is.
So, I understand.
It's Henry Ford, not
Ford,
Derek
Ford. Derek was his brother that never got any damn attention.
Derek was a spokesperson.
Yeah.
He was the one quoted in the Daily News at the time. But so I understand that there's concerns in incumbent industries.
So, it's interesting that you bring this up because with all of this Uber talk locally and nationally, it seems inevitable. And I found myself just thinking the other day, what is stopping somebody just locally right now to start up their own Uber service and call it whatever they want to call it, and essentially just use the same business model? At the very least, you're going to have a great success story until Uber inevitably moves into this market.
Yeah, you know what? But there's room. Like there's already in cities that have Uber, there's Lyft, right? LYFT is a competitor, and there really isn't a barrier to entry other than the ability to build an app and then to get a fleet of drivers, right, that are willing. So the competition will come down to who pays their drivers better, who rewards them better, that kind of thing.
So now, is this service currently available or
not available?
Have to wait?
There's some regulation stuff that they're waiting on, so they're building out the app right now to get it ready. And they haven't said what they're going to do and how long they're going to wait. But, I think, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I've used like Dial a Driver. You come out, you're like, I don't want to come and get my car tomorrow. And I live in, out of town on the peninsula. So I don't want to have, to take a $60 cab ride out and back. So you call somebody and for $65, they drive you home in your car.
Yeah.
That already exists. That's ride sharing in my car.
Yeah, right.
So as long as there's, the car, the ride service is making sure the driver has a safe driving record, the car's insured properly, and there's a rating system for me to report them, it's actually safer than anything else. There's a picture of me so they know they're getting the right rider connected to my credit card and my ID and my user account. So if anything goes down, like I assault the driver, I'm easy to find because it's all there. And then same for me with the driver. I know their license plate number. I know what kind of car they drive, and I've got a picture of them. Right. So if there's any incident, there's a way to follow up on it.
Yeah.
It's a superior service in every sense of the word.
Well, I look forward to when this service gets launched. We can follow up here on the B-side. If people want to learn more about it, where can they go?
They can check out their site at acciorides.com, and they can also go to alwayscheckthebside.com.
Awesome. Dan Gunn, thanks so much, man.
Thanks, guys.